Good day, my viewers. This is Ayodele Samuel Jude, aka Samuel Dino, the Smart Tutorial founder. Today, we'll be looking at addition and subtraction of number basis bets. On this video, we'll be looking at addition in number basis. Just as I've always said, under number basis is a very simple topic, which I believe students should not have any reason to be panic when they come across any question under number basis. Having the fundamental basis of this topic is very crucial, and it will determine how far you go in this topic. And the first thing you need to know is that there are just two types of number bases. The first one is the base 10, which is the ordinary number that we use every day in all area of our lives. And this is the number that we have been taught in our nursery school and primary school, only that there are some few things that they didn't tell us those days, maybe due to the complexity of some things that we need to process within our memory. Then we write the answer down. So they just, I think in the olden days, they are just trying to, let me just say, not only in the olden days, in the lower class, which is the nursery school, the primary school, and some level of secondary school, they try as much as possible to make us get our answer very fast. So they didn't tell us the basis. I won't say the teacher didn't know what they were doing during those days. They knew it, but I think the capacity of our memory cannot process it. Now, you need to reprogram. You need to think about those things that you have solved in the primary school days. Let's take, for example, let's look at this question. Question number 1, 19 plus 19 plus 85. This question, no base. This is just number plus number, no base. But the base is 10. If there is no base, base 10 is ordinary number that we use in our day-to-day activities. Now, you need to rearrange it 100 and units, 100 tens and units. One number inside one box. Those that are used to be. Now, this is it. 9 plus 5 is 14. In those days, they tell us to write 4 and put the 1 here. If you do it like that, you are going to get the answer, but that is not the reason. That is not the reason of putting 1. The 14, we were told that we should put the 4 here and put this 1 here. It shouldn't be like that. It should have been that what actually happened is that this line can only contain any number less than 10. That is it, because we are working in base 10. That is the reason. You must not put any number here that is less than 10. Anytime you are adding, when you get to 10, the 10 will turn to 0 and make this second line to have additional 1. That is it. When you are adding, because we are dealing with base 10, this is base 10. Nobody will put the 10 there. That is base 10 here is base 10. You see some other examples, you understand what I'm saying. When you are counting, the counting will stop at 10 and start afresh. When it gets to 10, it will turn to 0. When it turns to 0, it will add 1 to the next line. That is one bundle of a base. One bundle of any base, when you are adding, we add 1 to the next available number. That is, when you are when you are doing your addition, it will be what? Immediately you get to 10, it becomes 0. It will add 1 here. Don't forget we have not finished counting. Then 1, 2, 3, 4 again. Then the 4 is our answer for this line. Now we now have 1 plus 1 plus 8 is 10. The 10, you cannot put 10 here. The whole of that 10 will turn to 0. And continue your addition, no number again. So that means you're going to highlight that 0. Whenever the base turn to 0, then it will add 1 to the next available line. This is 1 plus nothing, then the answer is what? So the answer is 104 base 10. If you put the base, no problem. If you don't put the base, no problem, because they are in base 10. Base 10 is like the ordinary number that we use in our daily activities. That is why they don't bother to put 10. But I understand, if I should explain like this to a kid, the kid will not understand. So the first method, I think those teachers think we can use those days was to just put 4, since it will still give us the same answer. But if you apply that method that those teachers taught us in another basis, you will not understand, and you won't get the correct answer. And that is why students have problem in solving number basis, especially addition and subtraction of number basis, because what we are taught that time, we imagine you have been taught something for complete, let me say, in our education system, 633. That is roughly 12 years that this is what happened, but that was not what really happened. Now, let's look at other questions. You will understand what I'm saying. Example number 2. 1 base 2. No. 3201 base 5 plus 3330 base 5. Look at what we have here. And when you are doing your addition, always try to let there be space up, so that when there is 1, you can easily add the 1. 3 2 0 1 plus 3330. Don't forget base 5. This one, if you like, you put the 10. If you like, you don't put the 10. But this one is compulsory. You have to put the base 5. And don't forget, you can only do addition and subtraction of number that have the same base. 1 plus 0 is not up to 5. 1 plus 0, 1 is not up to 5. You write the 1. 0 plus 3 is 3. 2 plus 5. This 2 plus 5, it has reached 5, which is the base. It will turn to 0 and add 1 to the next number. Nothing to add again, then 0. Look at this one. 1 plus 3 plus, when you are doing the addition, the moment it will get to 5 here. That 5 will turn to 0 and add 1 to the next number. Then 0 plus, you continue your addition. 0 plus the remaining 1, that will be 2. That will be 2. Then 1 plus nothing here, 1. So this is our answer. You cannot leave your answer like this. If you leave it like this, you are telling us the answer is in base 10. So you miss it. So you have to put what? Base 5. I hope you are getting it. So it's very, very, very simple. If you get the basic knowledge on the fundamental rules guiding number base, especially the addition and subtraction. This one, here on this video, we deal with only addition. The next one is 111 base 2 plus 1011 base 2 plus 101 base 2 plus 11 base 2. 1 2 3 1 2. Because this one is going to always try to let there be space at the top, so that in case if a number is turning to 0, 1 1 1 0 1 1 1, everything is in what? Base 2. Everything is in base 2. Now let's look at, and we are doing what? We are adding. 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. Now look at it. 1 plus 1 is 2 already here. 1 plus 1 is 2. The 2 will turn to 0 and add 1 here. 0 plus 1, 1. 1 plus 1, 2 again. The 2 will turn to 0 and add 1 here. Nothing to add again. So the answer here is 0. That is it. 1 plus 1, 0. It will add 1 to the next number. 0 plus 1, 1. 1 plus 1, 2 again. It will turn to 0 because we are working in base 2. 0. It will add 1 here. 0 plus 0. 0. 0 plus 1. 1. 1 plus 1. It will turn to is 2. It will turn to 0 and add 1 again. 1 plus 0. 1. 1 plus 1. 2. The moment you get to 2, the 2, because we are working in base 2, the 2 will turn to 0 and add 1 here. Then, if you nothing to add again, so the answer here will what? 0. Are we together? The next one, 1 plus 1, 2. It will turn to 0 and add 1. 1, nothing to add, only 1. 0 plus 1, 1. So here, 1 plus nothing, 1. So this is our answer. Any question? No question. I think just try to revise the video, you will understand what I've done here. It's very simple. Okay? It's very simple. Let us have one example under base 7 so that you will understand it better. This is 1, 3, 4, 5 plus 1, 5, 0, 6, base 7, base 7. Look at this one. 1, 3, 4, 5. 1, 5, 0, 6. We are working under base 7. 5 plus 6. When you are counting, when you see that you have gotten to 7 here, and the 7, and you still have some number left, but the number is not up to 7 again, which is 11, right? Now, it is when you have counted the 7, one of the 7, one bundle. How many 7 do we have here? Just one bundle of 7 is here. That one bundle will turn to 0 and add 1 to this place. So you are left with 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You are left with 4. So the 4 is here. So it's still the same thing as saying 11 minus 7 to get to know how many bundle of 7 you have. So this the first 7 you got has turned to 0 and add 1 here. 1 plus 4, 5. Now this one is 3 plus 5 is 8. It's more than 7. So when you get to 7, it will turn to 0 and add 1. How many left? Just 1. 1 plus 1, 2, plus 1, 3. So this is our answer in base 7. So that is just it for addition and subtraction. So just try as much as possible to understand that when you are counting the bases, the moment when you are adding, the moment you get to that base, the base will turn to, the whole number will turn to 0 and add 1 to the next available number in front of it. The same thing under subtraction. When you borrow 1, that one you borrow, you add the base to the next number that you are to do. Don't worry. Just try to understand this addition. I will make another video on subtraction of number bases. So let's just try to understand that the base, when the moment you get to the base, the number will turn to 0 and add 1 to the next number. That is, any number that is inside your answer must not be more than the base. That is just the essence of all these things we are doing. Any answer, any figure, if you check all the question, you see all the figures there, they are no more than the base. If you check each of the number, they are no more than the base. Each of the number, they are not more than the base. So the same thing, your answer must not be more than the base. Is that taken? Your answer must not be more than the base. So when you are adding, just try as much as possible. When you get to the base, it will turn to 0, add 1 to the next number. The same thing in subtraction. When you borrow 1, you add the base to the number. You don't just put the 1 and say you take borrow 1 from no number, put it to 14. No. The base is what you will add to that 4. If it is in base 10, you add 10 to 4. That would be 14. If it is base 2, you add 2 to that number. That is just it. So thanks for watching. Try to subscribe again so that you get our subsequent video. Share with your family, share with your friends, and let's make the community more bigger, and let's learn from one another. If you have any question, write the question, take a picture of it, just send it to me or as a post. You can send it as a post on the Smart Tutorial. Also, you can always contact me at samueldino@yahoo.com or samueldino@gmail.com, on Facebook, on Twitter. Just send your message just across any of these social platforms. I will always get it and respond to you. On the Facebook, Smart Tutorial, that is our page, that is our group, and just be rest assured we will get across to you immediately we get your question free of charge. Subscribe. Thank you.